Okay. Just because you're
I
not
wanted to
responding.
test a hidden
I was
ranking
wondering.
signal that no one is talking about. So last year, I built a series of sites to see if
Can you hear me okay as well? Like, is there any problem?
From the front to back, let me see beautiful hands up in the air! 3, 2, 1, let's go!
All right, here we go. And we are live. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? We've got two guests. We'll bring on first Hamzala, which is a good friend of mine. He goes by the name of Coutinho Beast on Twitter. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm gonna pull up my Twitter feed so people can see what is going on in the same time. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun doing this on YouTube instead of Twitter. It gives me just a little bit more flexibility on how, how yeah, how it looks like. I think it makes it look a lot more professional, and yeah, a lot more fun. So yeah, I don't think the lineup is out yet. Otherwise, I would put it on the screen. Um, by the way, if you want to chat, your chat message will appear on the screen as well. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, anybody that wants to put in a message in the chat, please do so. And I just found the lineups, so let's put that up. All right, cool. So let's start with the first guest then. Um, Hamza, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for coming on the stream. It's great to have you on. I'm just going to pull up the questions in front of me so I can see them. I'm just going to have for the guests on stream, I'm just going to have the lineup in front of us so that we can talk about that as well when we get to it. And yeah, let's go. So in the first question I have is, I mean, it's a little bit about you. So tell me and the viewers about what you enjoy on Twitter and social media, and what is your earliest memory of football, my friend?
Well, Twitter's a great place, especially for football related. You meet a lot of new people. There's a lot of discussion going on. I mean, it's a great place, to meet new people, make friends, sort of discuss about football, about our club, and have a good chat.
That's good, man. And what's your earliest memory of watching football, man?
Well, that's quite difficult, but I would say the 2010 World Cup final. That's probably my earliest football memory.
The
Yeah.
World Cup
What
2010,
about
you
yours?
said.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, that's right.
Ah, cool, man. That's a good World Cup.
Yeah, indeed it was.
Cool. So yeah, that was the one with all the vuvuzelas and stuff like that. I remember this World Cup well, obviously, because my country reached the final. We sadly didn't win it. Spain won it, which was a little bit sad, obviously, but for me anyway. And yeah. So, what's the favorite Barcelona moment that you watched?
Oh, there's quite a lot of favorite moments I've got. To be honest, the Barca PSG one, the 6-1 game. That's probably my best memory I've got. I mean, that was an amazing game from right from the beginning. I mean, we lost the first leg for 4-0, and to be honest, I thought the the tie was over. We're heading out. But I mean, the second leg. I mean, the spirit, the enthusiasm, the fight the team showed. It's incredible. Yeah, that was a amazing game. I can recall myself watching it. I'm not sure what drove me towards the game. Why I felt like I should watch it. But I mean, what a game it was.
Cool. Oh, mate, you got a bit of a Scottish accent. I think you told me this before, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Are you from Scotland?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
I like the accent. Scottish is one of my favorite accents to English, to be honest. It's a
Mm,
little bit harder to get a hang of, but yeah, it's definitely a cool accent in my opinion.
yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the current Barcelona squad. What is your top three performers in the squad right now?
Well, it goes without saying. I mean, of course, Messi. He's our
Yeah,
best player by far. So I mean, I don't need to say much about him. He's beyond words. I mean, so he's definitely our best player. Moving on to our next best player. I mean, it's tough. There are quite a few good players have really been crucial to our team. I'd say Ter Stegen, definitely. I mean, the saves he's produced, the amount of times he's got us out of trouble. I mean, especially that penalty he saved against Sevilla. That was crucial penalty he saved. And I mean, he's definitely been one of our best players this season. Uh, yeah, got us out of trouble many times, and like always, we're dependent on him. And my third performer, I would say, I mean, it's tough. There's many names you can put out. You can say Pedri, you can say De Jong, you got Araujo, you got many others. Uh, but I mean, it's a tough one. But I'll go with Araujo. I mean, definitely he's improved our defense a lot this season. Definitely much better from last season, how we were with Longley and PK. Definitely this season he's really showed us. I mean, his quality, his ability on the ball. Although he's been injured, and I don't think he's in the lineup today. But again, crucial defender, definitely for many years as well. Yeah,
yeah.
so that's my top three: Messi, Ter Stegen, and Ronald Araujo.
Wow. Very much focused on the back line, I would say, in terms of your
Yeah,
performance. Yeah, because
yeah,
I would also rate obviously Frankie De Jong and Pedri, and some of the midfielders have been really putting in some good work as well. But I also would agree with Ter Stegen and Araujo. They definitely some of the top performers as well. So all right, cool. Well, let's move on to the next question. So we have the Yeah, can Barcelona win the double this season? And why do you think they can or they can't?
I mean, definitely. We have everything to win it. We have the quality. We have the team. We're in a good amount of form. I mean, we're in the Copa del Rey final. We've got around 12 games left for La Liga, and we have everything to win it. I mean, why not? Why can't we win the double? And of course, it will be hard. We are currently 4 points behind Atleti, and I think they're 1-0 up right now against Alaves. So, I mean, yeah, if we don't get the 3 points tonight, that's gonna be it's gonna cause problems. But hopefully we can. It's an important game today, so hopefully Atleti they brought more points and like I said, Bilbao in the Copa del Rey final. It's gonna be a tough game. Although they beat us in the Copa de España, I think we can overcome them if we, uh, especially with the new system Coleman's been using past month or so. It's definitely clicked in place. It's working wonders, and hopefully, yeah, we can win the double this season.
Amazing. Yeah, I would agree. Tonight is a key game in terms of staying on track. So yeah, I would definitely rate tonight's game very very important, and also the cup is obviously we're in the final right now, so we're very close to winning at least one trophy, and then let's see if we can win that league trophy as well. I think it's
Yeah,
pretty close we are to it. All right.
yeah. Looking at the Champions League as well. I mean, we got knocked out in the round of 16, so we don't have much to focus on. It's mainly just La Liga, and we're already in the final. We've got one final to play to guarantee a trophy, and then we've got all of the rest of April and May to focus solely on La Liga, and hopefully, yeah, as I said, Real Madrid and Atleti keep on dropping points, and we keep this winning streak going. Can definitely win the double.
Cool. There's some people in the chat saying Ajax scored. I've got Henk in the chat. Sorry, I'm just naming out some names that are in the chat. It's very cool. Thanks, guys, for joining the stream today. I knew this would happen, that the first stream would be less viewers than I usually have on Twitter, just because they have to go to a different platform. But I think in general, we'll have some good content for the channel, just because they can watch back the streams. So,
Yeah.
who do you think is what should be the top priority signing for the season?
Well, I think many people will say we need a striker. We need someone
Hey, what's up? Can you
solid,
hear me?
or someone like
Yeah.
you look at Alexander Isak, a lethal striker, someone who can finish those chances off. But I would disagree to some extent because if you do look at most teams, we have scored, I think, 95 goals this season. I think 95 plus goals. So it shows that, I mean, we are still scoring. We haven't really dropped down on that, but compared to the amount of chances we create, we are missing too many, far too many compared to other teams.
Yeah,
And
I would agree,
of
man.
course, we've got Messi, and Ansu Fati has been injured. So yeah, I won't say a striker is our top priority because we are still scoring goals. We don't lack goals. If you look at a team like Tottenham and Bayern, I think they're the only two teams to have scored 100 plus goals this season. And if you look at them, they've got great strikers like Harry Kane and Lewandowski. And I mean, that's something Barcelona lack, but we still, compared to other teams, create plenty of chances and do put a good amount away. But I mean, yeah, the ones we do miss, yeah, they do cost us sometimes.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
in terms of a signing, uh, I'm not sure on this one. I would love to get Haaland. I'd love to get a top class striker at Barca, but I mean, also if you could look at possibly the left back position, maybe someone to challenge Jordi Alba, possibly. Uh, Maybe even uh, a Busquets replacement, someone who can really take on that defensive midfielder role. Although we've got Frankie de Jong, I still do think we can do with a Busquets, a long-term Busquets replacement. And yeah, why not as well a striker? But we'll see what happens. What Laporta targets in the market.
Yeah. No, I would agree. Definitely some of the positions that need strengthening. So yeah, I would definitely agree with that, man. And if you were Coutinho, because obviously, assuming that because of the fact that you stan him on Twitter, if you were Coutinho, what would you do for next season? Would you stick around at Barcelona or look for another club?
Well, ideally, well, of course I'm not Coutinho. Well, ideally, Barcelona are looking to sell him, obviously to reduce the amount of money we're paying. I mean, I think there's a clause in his contract if he makes 100 appearances, you owe 20 million to Liverpool. I think Barcelona just, I mean, they're trying to avoid that. And well, as much as I would love him to stay next season, I think he needs to leave. Unfortunately, make some room for maybe the younger players like Pedri, Hood, Mariba coming through. And yeah, so if I were Coutinho, I would look for another club, but there aren't many clubs interested, and I think we'd be lucky to get around 40 million for him, 40, 50 million.
Yeah.
It's a bit much, a bit to ask for, but yeah, I mean, I do think personally he deserves a chance like Dembele. He, although he's been injury prone, he has had plenty of chances to prove himself, and he is picking up form. And this season, you can definitely see he's improved. He's working harder, and he's you know contributing a lot more on the pitch. But I think personally, I wouldn't want Coutinho to go. But I mean, I think it's the best decision for the club, especially with our financial situation. It's the best decision for him to go and uh, find his feet elsewhere.
Cool. So someone is saying hello to you is MA in the chat. Marin, our next guest, is also in the chat. Thanks, welcome guys. Henk is reporting on the Ajax game. Thanks very much, Henk. All right, cool. So last question then. I don't know if you had a chance to look at the lineup, but what are your thoughts on the lineup?
Well, the lineup. I think it's the exact same from the game versus Visca. So yeah, Coleman's not really messed around too much. I think he could have tried Rojo tonight, but I don't think he wants to risk him, rush him back. I think he's probably playing a bit safe. I think we're playing a 3-4-3 tonight with
Yeah.
two midfielders, Busquets and Pedri. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how we play this game out. I think if you look at the game versus Huesca, obviously they're 20th in the league, so we did comfortably win that game. I mean, Sociedad are a big challenge. I mean, personally, I would have put Araujo in and played a four at the back because when Araujo is fit and we are playing four at the back, his individual ability alone is enough to keep us safe in defence. I think since he's been injured, the 3-4-3 and the 3-5-2 has really worked because of his absence and that extra centre back covering covering the lines. So yeah, the lineup's not too bad. I think Coleman's come clutch here, and we'll see how we play this game out. Hopefully we can get 3 points and
I agree. It's good to talk to you, man. You've got some good insights into the game, and yeah, I think the in terms of the lineup, it's a pretty solid one. We've seen this lineup many times now already, so yeah, it seems that Koeman really likes sticking to what works. So yeah, it's been really good having you on, and yeah, I think it's been fun. I mean, I hope you will enjoy the game tonight, and yeah, let's catch up in the future, man.
yeah, thanks a lot for hosting me tonight. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Really enjoyed it as well.
No worries,
Yeah,
man.
hopefully we
Enjoy the night and enjoy the game. See you later.
okay. Bye bye. See you later.
Bye. Ciao. All right. So that was our first guest. Now we're going to move on to someone that agreed to do a face-to-face chat. So I'm going to bring on my. There he is, Mr. Marion. How are you, mate?
How you doing, man? I'm fine. You?
Yeah, good. Oh, it's a pleasure having you on. I'm gonna focus on the Zoom screen because I have the stream in the back as well, and otherwise I'm gonna get confused because the stream is obviously a few moments delayed compared to the screen I have in front of me. Well, how are we feeling on the game tonight? You feeling
Good.
confident?
I'm excited. I have a feeling that it's a good opportunity for us to, make our claim as the best team in Spain right now. I feel like if we win today and if we win in a good way, I feel like the other teams are gonna get really demotivated because they expect us to slip at some point now. We've had a few good games, so it'll be good to just keep the run going.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Well, let's talk a little bit about you then. Tell the viewers about what you do on Twitter and your socials, and maybe a little bit of your earliest memory of football, mate.
So basically, I don't even use my Twitter so much for covering bars and stuff like that. Blue Grenades is so literally forced me into get involved in Barca Twitter back in the day, like really early on, like 2-3 years ago. And I like these guys so much. I like Niso, I like Lev, I like Noel as well. I like them so much that I was like, listen, guys, I'm not that good at typing, but I can definitely like kick it with you guys on a podcast or something if you feel like it. And so we created a podcast. We had 2 really good years. Obviously now a little bit more busy, so I couldn't continue running the podcast like every day like we used to. But yeah, basically that's all I do. And the thing is, I just use it to learn Barcelona news, right? So I don't even get involved that much. But sometimes when I see some nonsense, I just have to do it.
Yeah, of course. No, we all get sometimes involved in some Twitter beef, I would call it, then I suppose.
And
And
what's
what's your
interesting? I hate like the whole thing of like typing. It's so bad because also Twitter just lets you use like 140 characters, something like that.
yeah?
So anybody I disagree with on Twitter, I'll just be like, yeah, let's just call. Let's just have a talk. It's gonna go on the YouTube or on Instagram somewhere. We're gonna put it. But yeah, I prefer to talk than type for sure.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit easier to express yourself in talking over voice or even in a call like this. It's a lot more easier to express yourself, right?
Yeah, for sure. I love it so much more as well. I just feel like it's wasting time just going back and forth on. Like, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you about what Coutinho's best position is. Like, we can have a talk, but I'm not gonna spend 40 minutes of my life just. And I also like the view aspect. I like seeing the people I talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised when you agreed on doing the face-to-face because a lot of people on Twitter are a little bit, yeah, I would say hesitant to go with their face on a social platform. So yeah, it's pretty cool to talk with someone, someone face-to-face is a lot easier. Um,
I
and
just
what,
feel
what
like it brings so much more stuff to like the content, right? I just feel like we don't get enough quality content at Barca, and our content team on the professional team, the ones that do it for the club as well, they do an okay job, but sometimes they do come off a little bit cringy. So I just want to have like the more content, the better, right?
yeah,
Some
no,
people will agree with stuff, people will
I
disagree.
definitely agree with that. So yeah, what is your first memory of watching football? Like, what got you hooked to the game?
Oh, first memory of watching football was Ronaldinho for sure.
Ronaldinho, of course.
Like I love playing football since I was very young. I still do. I'm a bigger guy, but let me know. Don't let this fool you, okay? I move like Ronaldinho on the pitch to this day. I try to do all kinds of nonsense, but yeah, Ronaldinho was for sure. My first memory is of him playing with Brazil in one of the World Cups. I'm not sure which one exactly it was, but it was right before or right around the time he joined Barcelona. Um, and I love Ronaldinho so much. It just so happened that I was actually in Barcelona the day they announced him
No way.
because I have family. Yeah, I have family in Barcelona. So, and my family lived near the Espanyol side. So I was like, imagine me for like a month telling like, oh, I want to go watch football, I want to go watch Espanyol. And then my uncle was like, he looked at me, he's like, you're not gonna watch Espanyol. If you're gonna watch football, you're gonna go watch Barcelona. Like he just told me like, this is not possible for you. it's not on the cards right now. And then it was at a point where there was not really much football going on, I remember. And then all of a sudden, this whole like explosion just happened of Ronaldinho just joining Barcelona, and the
Wow.
streets of Barcelona just exploded. And me being so young, it made such an impression on me as well. Because I
No,
was
of
like, this
course.
is just one guy. Like all of this is happening because one guy joined.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
but he was huge. I remember watching him when I was younger, and he just brings smiles on people's faces. It's yeah, I don't know, different breed. It was his birthday actually today. I mean, I'm sure you're aware of that. So yeah, it was yeah, he was special guy. He was definitely also one of the players that got me hooked to the game. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's very special. Special. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Barcelona. So what's your favorite Barcelona moment you watched? I mean, obviously the revealing of Ronaldinho must be up there, but what are some of the other moments you enjoyed watching in your time watching
I think
the club?
winning the titles the first season of Pep when Pep took over, it was very important for me because Barcelona before that was just going nowhere, and I spent like a year watching this team, and obviously I wasn't expecting them to do anything or win anything. I was watching them because obviously my family were big fans and they introduced me to it as well, and they gave me no other option. They pretty much forced me. But I was I was watching it. And I remember at that time I was thinking like, yeah, we're a okay team. Like I don't expect us to do anything. And then Pep comes in, obviously does his thing. And the beginning of Pep was also so funny because he started off losing. I think we lost a couple games to Hercules and like a few more games. And I was thinking like, yeah, it's same old, same old. Like pretty much, there's not gonna be big changes or anything like that. And then obviously he happened. Also, the first Champions League that I saw, 2006 versus Arsenal. That was also one of the happiest moments because I pretty much had given up. Like I was like, okay,
Ah,
Arsenal are so strong. They scored first.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
thinking like, there's just no way. And then that happened, and especially for someone like me that I hadn't seen my team win much before that because around that time I wasn't even following football that much. So to see them win the Champions League was crazy to me. Like that Belletti goal, like the second goal, it was like tears, like just
yeah.
falling down. I remember it so vividly. Also, Iniesta against Chelsea, another
Ah,
time I
yeah,
cried. One
that
of
was
my favorites.
incredible goal as well. Yeah, yeah.
It
Wow.
just it just felt so unfair. Like I just felt like every decision went their way in the first match, and then second match, obviously we got a lot of decisions on our way. But that combination of that goal, just seeing all of them like just drop, I was like, you deserve that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
That's good,
that's
man.
another.
That's some good memories there. I remember that Chelsea goal from Iniesta where he took off. Is that the one where he takes off his shirt, yeah, and then goes
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that? Yeah.
The one that's like the defender misses the ball barely. Like he couldn't clear it. Like if he went to clear it like a second earlier, this goal wouldn't exist. But he just mistimed it, and then the pass was obviously very good. And yes, the first touch that was one of the best memories for sure.
Wow. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about the current Barcelona squad. Who do you think is the top three performers of the squad right now, in your opinion?
Messi is always the top three of everything.
Yeah.
Um, I would say Frankie for sure. I really like how Frankie is playing. Um, I really like that he's performing at such a high level in multiple positions, which is so hard to do. You need to understand the game of football so well to be able to play center back, CGM, CM, Cam, like all the positions. And then three is a weird one. Three can go to either Pedri, Araujo, or Ter Stegen to me. I
Yeah.
think I would just give it to Pedri just because like Araujo missed some matches and Ter Stegen has had some he has had some questionable performances. Not too questionable, Pedri's been like the bright star right now for us.
Yeah.
So I definitely add him on there.
Cool. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. The third spot is a little bit. It can go to a few players for this season. Yeah, I would agree with Araujo, Ter Stegen. Yeah, even I mean Gueza is a very good rising star right now. So yeah, that's some exciting talent in the squad for sure.
If
Um,
you ask me who the most surprising performer is, I would definitely say Mingueza. I did not think Mingueza had all
Same.
of this in him.
Same. When he came on the scene, I thought he would just be a simple centre back,
Yeah.
another one. But he's actually proving that he can become quite a top centre back. Be interesting to see for next season the competition between him, Eric Garcia, and Arojo. How they're gonna fill up those couple of
I honestly
spots.
think that there's not like, again, I haven't watched Eric Garcia that much, but from the matches I've seen, yeah, I don't feel like if Eric Garcia comes, I don't feel like Minguez is gonna get too much time playing.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
just because I have a feeling his ceiling is so much higher, even though I've only watched like 10 games of Eric Garcia, maybe. So I want to reserve, and I don't want anybody to come to me after like in 6 months and be like, see, you were wrong. Like Eric Garcia was trash. Like, no, I've watched like 10 games. To me, he seems really good. I hope he does that for Barcelona as well. And yeah, I hope they keep pushing each other when he comes.
No, I agree. It's good for competition because then it will maybe push the starting centre backs to be really good because obviously the past few seasons the defense has been a big problem for Barcelona. So getting some reinforcement for the defense is very important. Um, so what would be your top signing for next season?
It's so weird because I have such a like. You're setting me up for failure here, because when we were signed Coutinho, I was the first one to say to everybody, listen, guys, I really don't like this transfer. I really don't like Coutinho coming to Barcelona, and for multiple reasons: for the price, for what he brings, and what I thought was the better way of dealing with this money. And I felt like we were panic buying. It felt like we were panic buying, just trying to put the money somewhere. Um, I was very in favor for the Dembele transfer, and I'm still I like Dembele a lot. I think he needs to improve certain things, but to me, he's good. I also didn't want the Griezmann transfer to happen, but it happened as well. I don't want, and that might be a little controversial, I wouldn't want someone like Haaland, for example, to come in. I understand he's the hottest property on the market right now. I
Yeah.
understand he's the best striker in the world right now, and that's all fine and good. I just don't know how he would work for the team and how, everybody is coming to me and telling me, listen, he's going to work. He's the guy. He's the one. So, I trust you guys. But for me, personally, I think another center back, I think Emerson from Betis needs to come as well. So just so we have competition.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we need a striker, but paying 150 million for Haaland right now, I'm not sure this is exactly what the club needs, Maybe someone like Isaac, maybe, a lot of people are saying Depay as well, but I don't like Depay too much just because he plays in a very similar way to Griezmann. Sometimes
That's true.
he wants to he wants to get involved in the creation process, and it's like stupid because we have the best creator in the world. So maybe you guys just want to go and score goals. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I had to choose for the best transfer would be Eric Garcia for free, and then Emerson.
All right, so just bolstering the defense as a priority. I mean, there's also rumors of obviously Aguero might maybe joining the club. What would your thoughts be on Aguero?
Aguero joining the club is okay if his salary is reasonable and not like off the world. I wouldn't mind having him in because I feel like he still has a lot of goals that he's going to bring to us, especially in the league. My idea would be to actually try out Ansu Fati or Dembele, the center striker position. And I get it; they don't have the clinical ability, and they don't have the For example, Ansu Fati is very clinical, so maybe you can try him out. I get that Dembele cannot finish to save his life, but how many times before have we played without a natural striker, and has worked out for us, right? So yeah, I would actually rather us risk it for a year without an actual striker in the team, and then just use Ansu Fati there or Dembele like today, for example, then go out and spend 150 million for Haaland, or pay like $500,000 a month for Aguero or a week for Aguero, because that would be senseless. You guys need to reduce the wage bill, not increase it.
That's true. I think the club can only really afford him if they get rid of players anyway. So it's not really on the cards if they're gonna keep Griezmann around, Dembele around. It's going to be really hard to get a player like Haaland, and then you need to look at alternatives if you want to bring in more firepower. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting transfer window.
The ironic thing is that Haaland would actually work a lot better with someone like Dembele on the team. So them selling Dembele to afford Haaland is a little bit
Right.
useless because, you know, at least the way I see it is useless because Haaland, the reason Haaland works so well in Borussia right now is because of the wingers he has, right?
Yeah,
To a
yeah.
big extent. And one of our wingers is Messi. Okay, he creates a lot of chances and he scores, but he's not a typical winger. Like
No.
Messi plays inside most of the time, right?
Correct.
So, you know, someone like Haaland might be isolated a little bit because a lot of defenders will just gather around him. If you watch people play against us, you can watch, for example, we were in a bad form, but you look how many people PSG defended with. Like when we played PSG the second time, they had like 40
They had
people.
everyone
Like,
behind the ball. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
he played very well with a guy like Suarez, which is also. But I think he was more of a playmaker striker compared to Haaland being like, I don't know, more a box player. But yeah,
yeah.
he's the hottest property on the market right now. So yeah.
But I'll ask you something, okay? I'll ask you something. Would you rather spend 120 million on Haaland and because people feel like Haaland is an ultimate, like it will work out. People thought that Coutinho would work out perfect. They thought that Griezmann would work out perfect.
Yeah.
So would you spend that money right now, like sell a bunch of players? And we do need a clear out, I understand that. But would you sell a bunch of players and get Haaland? Or would you just try Ansu Fati at the center forward position for
I
a few
know.
months?
I think we should definitely give Ansu Fati a run at the center forward because I think even in the B team, what I've heard, he's played at center forward before, or striker. So I
Yeah,
think
he played
he
it.
could be definitely a good solution for that striker position. Yeah.
And the thing is, he's already played the striker position. The other thing is, Ansu tends to his game doesn't really like, you know, he has some amazing matches for Barcelona, but the games he hasn't played well are usually the games that you push him out. Like in general, the games he's played better is when he can dribble or cut in to shoot, right? And
Yeah.
some of his shots look amazing. Like his shooting is not like crazy, anything like that, like a typical striker, but they get in. Like his shots go in the back of the net for some reason. Like the goal against Inter, for example, he had no right of scoring that. Like he just, you know, it happened. So you know, I would definitely try him out once he's back from recovery.
Yeah, I hope he's gonna come back soon because he was doing so well at the start of the season. He was banging in the goals and like so confident. He even scored his goal for Spain and stuff. So yeah, it was really sad when he got injured, man, at the beginning of the season.
I think there's another thing that we need to discuss, but it's not for right now because we don't have much time. But I've thought about making a video on Barcelona's medical team for a long time because they have mishandled a lot of our players. They have mishandled
This is true, yeah.
a bunch of times. They have mishandled Frankie de Jong. That's why he went away to recover in Amsterdam instead of stay with us. They have mishandled Ansu Fati now, the latest victim. They told him he's going to be out for 2 months, and then he ends up being out for like 4 to 5 months. So we definitely need to discuss that on Twitter or anywhere. I don't know. These guys just need to learn because they've been
I
making some
agree.
big
I mean,
mistakes.
I think Iso wants to do another space, so maybe we can do it on the space in the near
we're
future.
having another space today for sure.
Cool. I'll definitely join that. Okay, so if you were Messi, would you stay or would you go?
I'm staying, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't understand why these people are still talking about Messi leaving. Guys, you need to relax. Messi is not going. First of all, I don't understand people that support Messi and don't support Barcelona. To me, this is just dumb. Like, listen, you chose your path. You cannot just support someone while he's winning. Like, you cannot be, I'm here for the treble, but then I'm a Messi fan and not a Barcelona. That doesn't make sense to me. So listen, I don't see Messi going anywhere.
Yeah.
All Messi needed was for the team and the president to show a project, to show something.
Yeah.
What he's seen in the last month, I would say, apart from the PSG first match, that's a process. Like you can see something is coming, and I understand most Barca fans are like, oh, but we want him to go to City and win trophies. And listen, I don't care about the debate between Messi and Ronaldo. That's the difference between me and you guys. Nobody can convince me that with a ball at his feet, Ronaldo is better. I'm going to talk about who's greater when the careers are over. You cannot talk about who's greater now. But to me, I don't have that little thing of like, oh, I want Messi to join City. No. Can I curse? or is this a family-friendly show?
No, I mean, I don't have any moderation on this yet. I'm still
Okay, so
trying out, but yeah.
F you guys, F you. But yeah, if I'm Messi, I'm staying, and I'm just the type of guy I am as well. I'm sinking with the ship if it goes down. But I think Messi has a lot to be excited now, and I think he is excited.
Yeah. No, it's true. He's got a lot of good things coming his way, and I think he's enjoying the playing together with players like Pedri, Puig, Muriba. Yeah, I think he's enjoying the fact that these players are coming into the into the squad and stuff like that. It's you can see him clearly being a lot happier than before, especially start of the season, man. That was really
Exactly. And for a player like Messi, who has spent his whole entire life in heaven, have you been to Manchester? I know you're based, in England right now, but have you been
in
to Manchester?
Manchester. No, actually, I haven't. I've only ever been in London and a few surrounding cities in London. Yeah.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Don't go to Manchester. I
No,
don't see
I hear
anybody
always bad
staying.
things about it. Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Manchester is great, but just the weather is not nice. Okay, but
No, it's not.
I don't see someone like Messi who spent his whole entire life in Barcelona decide to be like, hey guys, maybe just the sun is too much. I just need some wind and some snow and some maybe rain.
Yeah.
No,
It's
he's
weird.
staying.
Yeah.
He just. I think that whole thing that happened in the summer, I think he just was trying to get the president out. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I think he just succeeded. So kudos to you, man. If you can get your
This
employer
could
out of
also have been a tactic to get Bartomeu out. Yeah, I agree.
of
Yeah.
course. Listen, if I was on a job, yeah, and I knew that I had the power to remove my boss if he was playing stupid with me,
Yeah.
let's do it. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
but yeah, did you
There's
see? Sorry.
no, there's a question in the chat, but carry on your point.
I was just gonna say, did you see Laporta talking to him on the speech that he did?
Yeah, man, that was actually it was a good moment. I mean, it was a nice
You see
moment.
Messi smiling under the mask. You see Messi thinking
Yeah,
like, I
so,
finally got rid of
yeah.
this, and now is Laporta my guy. He'll be good,
Yeah,
man.
he's good. He's doing well so far. In my opinion. So yeah, except for maybe the 9 million he had to scrape in the last minute, but apart from that, he's doing well. Yeah.
That is gonna come back to haunt us. I'm telling you this now. This 9 million that he just signed everybody to who had the money. That is
Yeah.
gonna come back to haunt us at some point.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but what
So
is the
what do you
question
think
we're
of
talking about?
Braithwaite as a sub? Millie is asking in the chat.
It's so hard to be against someone like Braithwaite because from the second he came to the club, he's always showed like positive attitude and he's always worked for the club and he's never complained to the media and stuff like that. Does he have the quality to be a number 9 at Barcelona right now? He does not. He's a good guy. If the right offer comes, I would sell him, and I would sell him if he was 2 times better than he is as well, and
Yeah.
probably if he's 3 times better than he is, I would still sell him.
Yeah.
And that's nothing personal. It's just the situation we're in right now. We can't be, just having anybody at the 9.
No, I would agree. All right. There's not any other questions in the chat at the moment, but what's your thoughts on the Ajax is winning 4-0, by the way. What's your thoughts on the lineup for today? It's pretty similar, actually. I think it's exactly the same as last game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Messi and Dembele will be the front 2 again.
Yeah.
Or who is it?
And then we've got, I think it's Pedri and Busquets in midfield, and I think he's playing Frankie as a centre back again, together with Mingueza and Lenglet. Because Araujo has only just come back into the squad, so yeah.
You see Koeman, yeah. I feel like Koeman sees himself in Frankie.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like Koeman watches Frankie's games at night and he's like, that's me. Like I'm seeing this guy and he's doing the things I'm doing. That's why he loves playing him there so much. I think it's a good decision. Obviously, Piqué is still recovering. Araujo is still recovering. I know he's not 100%. Frankie's just so organized, man. He's just so smart. Frankie can play anywhere. I feel like Frankie can play striker if they let him. Like,
I agree. He played every position that he's played this season. He played to a very high standard, in my opinion. So yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is, and I trust me, man. Like I know some Barcelona fans have given up on Dembele already.
Yeah.
Guys, I promise you this, okay? as soon as the goals start coming for Dembele, I don't think the goals will stop. Especially in that position he's playing right now, where he's getting the ball into the box more.
Yeah.
If Koeman, if the thing that Koeman is trying to do actually pays out, I feel like Koeman is going to look like a genius next year. If that works with one of Dembele or Fati in the middle, if that works, he's going to look like a genius. The problem is he also wants Gini Wijnaldum and he wants Depay, right?
Yeah, this is not sitting well with fans at the moment.
I don't like that either. And I feel like they're gonna stop youngers from having the minutes. But I can see why he wants Depay. I can really see it. Like Depay can really cater to someone like Dembele if Dembele gets him behind, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of these transfers personally. I would rather see Fati and Dembele do their thing. But I promise you, man, don't give up on Dembele yet. The guy has something to show. I know he's a little bit, funky in front of goal and he misses a lot. But a player like that with his ability, he's just getting his confidence back to dribble at full speed now. And you see how that is turning out. He's literally going past players like it's nothing. The moment he gets his confidence back for like the shot, I feel like he's just going to be scoring because he gets in such good positions, So
Yeah, no, I agree. He's definitely getting the chances, and it just takes a couple of goals to go in, then for the confidence to come back, I think. Somebody's asking, and I think this is the last topic because otherwise the game is going to start soon. What do you think about the Puig situation that everyone's asking?
I don't like it one bit. I kind of like how Puig is dealing with it, putting his head down and just working hard and showing positive attitude and stuff like that. I don't know what his personal beef with Koeman is, and I hope that it doesn't go further than that. I know that Laporta is a big fan of Puig, and I feel like he's gonna talk with Koeman.
Do you know how to pronounce his name, by the way? Because I keep saying it wrong.
Nobody knows how to pronounce his name. Nobody knows how to
I would say
pronounce his name.
Puig, but yeah.
When I asked a Barcelona native how to pronounce his name, they said it sounds like when a water drop just falls. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I don't know what the beef is there. I feel like he's done something, but I just hope Koeman sees that he can really help the team. I agree with Koeman. I don't know if I would play Ricky for 90 minutes. I don't know if he has it in him. I don't know if he has the fitness to do it, but he definitely changes games when he comes on. So
yeah, I agree. Well, it's been fun talking to you, man. I think the game is starting soon, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for coming on to the stream, man. It's been really good talking to you.
No worries. It's been fun. Can't wait to see where you take it, and I know the people you have on next time. It'll be fun to look how you guys do it too.
Yeah, Bush agreed actually already to be on a future stream, so I think you know her quite well. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun getting some more Barca fans on the stream.
I don't know who you're talking about, by the way.
Ah, really? She was on the space the other day. That's why.
Listen, yeah, I really try to stay away because I don't want to I don't like getting into pointless debates. The only people I know on Facebook, on Twitter, football Twitter, on Barca Twitter, and I didn't even know you before the space, right?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm down to do stuff with anybody that wants to do stuff and content and talk about Barcelona and stuff like that. I'm really disconnected from it all. I hope that now I need to maybe get a little bit in it more of to get more the guys. But all I knew was Isso, right? Isso was. And because he's hilarious and we get along so well, we talked a lot. But yeah, I'll get involved, man. I feel like a lot of you guys that are on Barca Twitter are trying to do some dope stuff and do content. So it'll be fun for sure.
Cool, man.
Maybe we'll do an episode, the Cooler Corner reunion, and then we have you as a guest as well.
Thanks, man. I would love that. I would love to join some other content as well. Yeah. Cool. Well, enjoy the game, and see you on Twitter, man.
Yeah, I hope I see you in the space later too.
Yeah, I will join. Ciao.
Hopefully we're not angry because of the results. So.
No, I hope so not.
Take care.
Take care, man. Ciao. All right. Well, that's it, guys. I think it went really well for a first stream on Barcelona. I hope you guys enjoy the game. I'm gonna close the stream now, and I will see you on the timeline. Ciao, ciao.